We're in line. This is going to be noisy. We're in line for our second backup COVID test, just in case the United Airlines one doesn't work. There is a place in front of PDX called, what is it? Carbon Health? Carbon Health. What you do is you go to the southernmost ramp, and it's down on the main level. And you make your appointment ahead of time, and then you have to drive all the way to the airport 72 hours before your flight with mask on and wait in line for your appointment because there's a line, a long line. We've already been here for 15 minutes or so. So I'll check back in with you when we get further along. Maybe I'll I'll videotape David's nose being swabbed. So the swabbing is complete. All I had to do was go into the tent, and she like 10 times swirled one nose and 10 times swirled the other nose. And honestly, less deep than when I did it on my own. I was cautious to go a little deep, but she just did it right around the edge. It was less painful than the United Airlines one that we've been sent. And supposedly our results are supposed to be 24 hours, so I'll let you know. I'm gonna show you the door. There's the sign. Probably backwards for you. But David is being swabbed as we speak, and then he'll meet up with me and we go. Well, I'm getting the booster because I take an immunosuppressant drug, so I'm getting the booster before we leave, although it won't kick in until after we're back. All right, we've made it to the airport. I'm sitting in front of a window, which is why you can see that outside. And David has gone for coffee. All the Starbucks have closed at PDX. The lounges are all closed at PDX. But we handed in our sheath of papers, and oh boy, the paperwork was fun. Lots and lots of paperwork that had to go in at check-in. Thank goodness we had a human, not a machine, because it would have been impossible, I think. Plus, while we've been away for the last 2 years at the airport, they have rerouted everything. Just so you know, if you come here and expect to get to concourse A and B from C and D, you aren't going to make it, or B and C from D and E. They've closed the pass-through between the concourses, so you can't just pick a TSA check-in. You have to go to the side you're going out on. And you can't even get from the north end to the south end because, well, you can, but it's this routed pathway that's weird. And everything's closed. And you can't get to the main section either. So like the old mall that used to be there, it's gone. I don't understand what the plans are or if this is temporary, but it looked pretty permanent to me. And then let's talk knitting. I packed 3 projects. Did I pack 4? No, I packed 4 projects. I have my Tunisian with me to finish. I have my t-shirt with me to finish. And I brought some of my threads so that I could do some more Irish crochet. And then I have a new t-shirt. I brought my silk that I bought ages ago for another t-shirt to start and swatch. I'll give you more later when I can show you the projects and when we're on the plane. But we have a lot of waiting to do, so it's going to be a while. flight. I showed you landing in DC, but no more window flights for me because I'm on interior seats and so is David. So no window on this one. He might, in the morning I'll take you over to his side. I'm in the center and David he has a window back behind him. Oh, there he is. I had to do some math. So in the morning, I'll make him let me go over there and poke this, or I'll hand it over and have him poke it out the window. But leg 2 is about to commence. But something cool, the pilot just got over the phone and he said that they're holding this flight because there are people coming from Las Vegas to get on it. And do you know how rarely it has been? I thought for sure we were going to miss this flight because our flight was right at the time we were supposed to start boarding. And they were just hanging out when we got there. And it wasn't because they were late, it was because they now wait for flights. So they knew exactly where we were. It's rather interesting given that they didn't used to wait for flights. I've missed many a United flight for that reason. Anyway, we're on this one. Dinner will commence and then I will take a nap. I will go to sleep. We hit Heathrow. We're on the Heathrow Express to Paddington. Next, I'll show you a little bit of Paddington, but it's going to be tight because we get to Paddington, get our tickets, and it's usually right there. But we'll see.
accidental timing. It's the pictures that we take. It's your love that I can't see. It's the mother that you woman that you are to me. It's the time that I will take. Yes, I watch your windows preciously. So don't let go of all those hopes, because I won't make you late until it's time for poetry, until there's no mistake, 'cause it's only one more break before we hit the open road. And I'm sorry if I fake those apologies I told. So don't let go of all those hopes, because I won't make you late until it's time for poetry, until there's no mistake.
We've made it to Jean's house. And we're in David's happy place. He's cooking proper sausages. What kind of sausages are those, David?
Cumberland.
Cumberland sausages. He's happy to have dinner. And Jean's making, I don't know what Jean's, broth? Soup?
Chicken casserole.
No, Jean's making her own food. This is how we're going to live for the next 2 weeks, I have a feeling. 3 meals, because I am bellying up to the healthy option, which is Tesco's raspberry trifle. Yummy. I'm not really hungry. All right, so to wrap this all up, because I'm going to wrap this up and upload it now. You've taken, this video is going to span our COVID tests, to our boarding the plane, to the drop at Washington, D.C., to the drop at Heathrow, a couple of train rides, and we're finally here. We've been here actually a couple hours, but we had to sit on the couch and be vegetables. And then, oh, do I have lots of stuff to show you. Jean has already introduced me to her thread closet. It's kind of a thread room, actually. So that'll be fun. She has all different brands of crochet, tatting threads that we can look at and sizes. I've already gotten a preview of that, but we'll go back with Jean as a tour guide and talk about ages and how do we tell the differences and sizes and some of the differences and all that. And I'll be doing some sampling while I'm here of some crochet, Irish crochet motifs so that we can get a feel for how they crochet up. And then there is Jean's sewing room that we can visit and look at all of her toys and talk about how she organized it and how it works and why is it useful in its current form. I will take you on a tour of my new featherweight that will be retrofit in the US. It's the free arm one. It's the 222, I believe. Jean has been holding it for me for, I think more than 2 years, but at least 2 years. I just have been unable to pick it up. And then we're also going to go out and about a few times. So a salvage yard, we're hoping to get to Bath. Yeah, all that. So if you haven't already done it, follow the channel and ring the bell, and then you'll get notified when I upload a new one. They will be coming hopefully pretty fast here, depending on how exhausted I am by the time it comes time to upload video footage. But I'm taking it all. I'm taking bits and clips as I go. Yeah. On the plane, I did crochet and some knitting, but not a lot, because I have learned that if I prioritize sleep, I don't have jet lag. So I did a bit of that, only I think both David and I had 3 or 4 hours. Flying out of Dulles is not the best plan for a full night's sleep, because it's only 6 hours from Washington, D.C. to London, and that's not a good night's sleep, so we didn't really get one. And then we chose to eat dinner, and I shouldn't have. So, note to self, if I fly out of Washington, D.C., do not eat dinner, just go to sleep, because it's not worth it. That's it for today. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow or the next day. I have no idea what I'm doing for coffee in the morning. I have to sort that out tomorrow. Bye!